Hello everyone. In one of my previous videos that I posted on Cyberpunk 2077, I've heard that many people actually prefer playing in third-person perspective. Now, this game will be, as of the time of me making this video, we know that it's going to be entirely in first-person perspective. Now, I really wanted to know, if this game feels like a first-person shooter experience or an RPG. So what I did was searching for some interviews with people who already played the game. One of them was with IGN and other ones. And from what I've heard, those people who actually play the game mention that this game feels more like an RPG. That the shooting experience feels kind of a side thing. So it's not like you go in and just gonna shoot everything down really fast. This is not the type of game. I mean, if you compare it to games, for example, Destiny, you just go in, you go into many enemies, they drop, and you have really powerful abilities. Here, you need to be more calculated. This means it also you probably will have more time even before and also during battle to actually see the outcome of your different gear that you use in battle, and also see actually if it's actually working, not working, and try to figure out different ways to overcome different difficult situations. For example, in many RPGs, when I go out and fight different monsters and stuff, it's not just a go. Of course, there are enemies that you can eliminate very quick. Well, there's some that, we take time. You need to kind of figure out what works, what doesn't work, and this type of experience and experimenting, this is something that makes the game really exciting, because then statistics actually means something. The statistic of the gear means something, and people try to experience with different type of builds to see what works against different type of enemies. So it's not like I'm going to use a weapon with the highest DPS and going to just go and smash everything. No. Now this is also designed to keep a balance, right? So people want to approach the game in different ways and feel, gratification from doing so, rather than just choosing to go with, for example, shooting everything down, then hacking, because this is probably the more efficient way to do things. There are also implications if you actually engage in combat. Maybe some of them won't be that good. Maybe if you're gonna eliminate enemy, you're gonna lose something. Maybe if you engage with them in different ways, it can be rewarding. So, this is something that the game probably wants you to test it out, rather than just go Rambo and kill everything. Maybe you're gonna lose something on the way by doing so. Now, those actually who try the game actually send a kind of a soft alarm to those first-person shooter fans that expecting this game to be like a really fast-paced first-person shooter. We just go and gun everything down. You just mentioned, no, keep in mind, this is an RPG first game, and even they actually felt like the first-person shooter is not kind of the main thing. Although you can always search for battles, and you can actually find people to engage with in gun battles. But they said that you need to go and actually search for it. Now, I'm not saying that if one player decide, let me talk about myself, if I decide to go in and I like shooting with guns and getting this type of gear, that I won't be encouraged to do other things. I want the game to offer me all different possibilities. And sometimes I want the game to actually be a combination of different genres. So in some situation, I probably want to go and enjoy some stealth. And other time I want to engage in battle. And other time maybe I just want to see whether I can actually hack different systems and see how it works. The thing to remember is that there should be consequences to things that you actually do in the world. So it's not like you're going to go and tell yourself, alright, I'm just going to go and use my guns. Because sometimes during certain missions probably, it's gonna have some, they don't call it negative, but different outcomes. And players will need to think whether, wait, maybe I'm missing something, maybe there's something else that I can get if I actually decide not to become violent and engage in combat. So this is something interesting because it leaves your mind open to all the different possibilities in the game and what you're actually missing if you decide to go and do things in a certain way. And I'm sure that many people actually are happy to hear that this is an RPG game, not a first-person shooter game, generally speaking. So again, I'm also happy because I really wanted to dive to a new RPG game. There's so many great games that I haven't played, and this time around I really want to dive into Cyberpunk 2077 and enjoy it as an RPG game, but the same thing, I want to enjoy the shooting experience when it actually takes place. So again, what do you think about, how do you think they're going to keep that balance between the first person shooting experience and the RPG based on what you hear here? Or maybe you have other information that you've heard. Waiting for your comments below, and let's share some information about that specific topic. And I'll see you again on the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers. Bye bye.